Hey, what's up everybody? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire. Finally. I know, it's been quite a while since the last time we were together, and once again, I do apologize for that. As most of you already know, my work schedule picked up quite a bit, and I've been really busy with that, along with some asinine drama that popped up just a few days ago here around the house. But thankfully, both of those have been taken care of, and things have settled down quite a bit, and are pretty much back to normal, so we can finally resume this LP. And in case you are wondering, don't worry, I'm fine, both physically and mentally. Okay, that second part is debatable, but I am able to actually sit down and devote my time and energy to recording once again. However, before we get the show on the road, let's do a quick recap so I know what the hell I'm doing, and to give you guys a bit of a refresher. So in our previous episode, we acquired the key from Agua that we need to activate the stone robot here so that we can finally remove the boulder that's blocking the river. And if you'll also remember, the best way to get here is to either go due north of Romero or due east of Romero or due north of Tuntar and Tantar. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I wonder why they call this place the Stone Cemetery anyways. It's not much of a cemetery if you ask me. I don't see any graves, or any tombstones for that matter, not even a crypt. But we do have zombies here, so I guess that counts for something. Here we got another bronze hat. So if you either didn't have the money to buy one earlier, or you thought the cost was just too high, well, you can find one here. But I think that purchase is totally justified due to how long we've had it equipped between then and now. And really, money's not an issue at this point in the game, so whatever. But you don't have to buy every upgrade as soon as it becomes available. Whoa! What are the Dark Dragons doing here? And how did they know that we were going to be here? Well, let's heal up. Whoops, with the appropriate character, that is. Alright, there we go. Wait. If you control the giant, then why do you need the key? Because it's boss time, alright. So, first things first, let's use Fry on the General. Ryu should attack, and we'll have Nina use attack up on Ryu, and that's pretty much it. This general is the same one who escaped from us back in the Forest of Despair. Yeah, go Ryu! In fact, he has the exact same stats as the general in that fight, which is kind of odd. You'd think they'd beef him up a little bit for this second encounter, but no, they didn't. But yeah, buff up Ryu, go with the boomerang, and you're pretty much good to go. This is a very, very easy fight. Oh, I meant to... Well, we should get them all the same. Alright. Now what? Ah, okay. So we come up here and press the A button, and we put the key into his heart? What? Ah, it gets the blood flowing, okay. Yeah, this is kind of creepy sounding. Okay, now what? Well, we're not done here just yet. There is one more thing we have to do. Like, heal up Ryu. That would be good. So, just like the giant statue in Dragon Warrior 4, we have to go through a little mini dungeon here. This warp tile right in front of me will take you back to the previous room, so don't go there. However, unlike in Dragon Warrior 4, where you had to climb from the bottom all the way to the top in a full-length dungeon, this one is relatively short. But it does have warp tiles, and you know how I just love warp tiles. Here we get an acorn, awesome. Okay, now I'm going to meet you back where we just were a second ago. Alright, made it back here, quick and easily enough, so this time, let's head up this way. And go to the right to pick up some more items. Let's see, we get Life 2, very nice, and a Marble 1, also very nice. Those are really good against bosses. You definitely want to hang on to that for later. And just to clarify one thing about the Marble 1s, if I didn't do so earlier, they give you a guaranteed critical hit. However, they are a consumable item, so once you use it once, that's it, it's gone. But worry not, because eventually we'll be able to buy those. Hey, the key works, alright. What did that do for us? Wait a minute, the stone robot understands voice commands? What kind of technology is this? But remember, viewers, in JRPGs, ancient technology is not only more reliable than current technology, it is also more advanced. Always. It's a standard rule. You know, this kind of reminds me of the Earth Golem from Wild Arms, Asgard. Although, in this game, we don't get to control him and move around freely, so that kind of sucks. Wonder how we're going to remove that boulder anyways. Well, there's the river, so I guess we're about to find out. You may not want to destroy that if you're standing in front of the river. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Game. Oh. Whoa, holy crap. Yeah, that was pretty kick-ass back in the day. You guys don't even know. Not the most impressive animations nowadays. I know, but back then, you know, that was cutting-edge technology. And we liked it. But alright, the water has been restored to Tuntar and Tantar. Alright. Unfortunately, we have to walk all the way back to the village, so I will just meet you there momentarily. Alright, here we are outside of Tantar. You want to make sure you go to this village first. And it's nighttime, so I'm going to have to rest up at the inn to make it daytime. Suppose it's a good idea anyways, so we can get healed up to max. And also because on the way back here, Ryu gained a level, so now he's level 14. That'll be really nice. Alright, let's see what the people have to say now. Well, I'll keep that in mind. You guys should also keep that in mind. Ah, okay. Remember that for later as well. I know I tell you guys to remember a lot of things for later, but it's usually because it'll come into play at some point. And I don't want you guys to be like, hey Kai, what are you talking about? How do you know to do this? Well, I told you earlier how to do that. Alright, what's going on, man? The ring? Oh yeah, that's the treasure that the Dark Dragons want from the village. Wonder what's so special about it. You know, now that I think about it, I don't recall the game ever telling us why the ring is so important and why the Dark Dragons are after it. But here we get the generic key, complete with epic music. Alright. It's a little overboard there. So yeah, now that we have the key, we can go to the cavern up north to acquire the ring. A wedding, huh?
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today.
Well, I wonder who's getting married. Well, we'll find out later. But for now, our focus is acquiring the ring. And I want to try and get that done in this episode, so let's just head off to our next destination, and we'll worry about that wedding when it becomes pertinent. So, like the elder said, you just go up north and you'll find the random battle. Thank you, game. Huh, they rearranged my party. Reminds me of another game that does that after story events. There we go. I don't think there are random battles in this cave, but I could be mistaken. Anyways, here we get a wisdom potion. Let's give that to the lovely Lady Nina. And I'll probably sell that bronze hat later. Not worried about it right now. Alright, there's the cave in question. And this cave does have enemies, although it's the same enemies that we've met up with in recent times, unfortunately. That is one negative thing I do have to say about Breath of Fire, is that in the first half of the game, or Chapter 1 as I like to call it, you pretty much meet up with all of the enemies that you're going to meet up with for the entire chapter. And it does take a little bit for the game to introduce new ones. Where's my Earth Key? Oh, did someone else use the Earth Key? There we go. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, unfortunately, unlike in Lufia, where you could have your whole team use the Wind Flute in battle, in this game you can only use battle items once per turn. Ooh, a Cold Stone. Very nice. That'll come in handy in the very, very, very dreadful near future for the big boss. But anyways, let's not worry about that now. Let's worry about this cave here, which is actually pretty straightforward and simple. Again, just like with the easy enemies, the first couple of dungeons in Chapter 1 are very straightforward. But don't worry, that will change. Eventually things will begin to spin out of control, if you know what I mean, those of you that have played this game before. But for right now, the F-bombs will be contained. Oh, that will definitely change, though. But yeah, I like to call Chapter 1 the introductory chapter of the game. But we're going to be wrapping that up here probably in the next episode, believe it or not. We're moving right along. Now, those stairs to the right there are one big circle, so don't go that way. Let's come down here first, because we can pick up some more items. Like a life, awesome. Gotta love taking lives on the daily. Speaking of daily lives, how are you guys doing? It's been a while since I've checked in on you guys. And as such, I have my fair share of catching up to do, both in videos and in, well, just catching up with you all. So, how are things in your daily lives? Okay, let's go over here to the left. And we have more zombies to deal with. Alrighty. Easy enough. So as you all know, I've been playing a ton of Final Fantasy XIV lately. And just a couple of videos ago, one of you left me a comment with your character name. And I sent you a friend request, but I've never heard back from you as of right now, so I'm not sure what happened there or what the deal is. But if you, or if anyone for that matter, do want to play that game with me, then hit me up. And I'll get you an invite to my link shell, and we'll do some stuff. Really fun game. I highly recommend it to anybody who has some free time or just wants to play a good MMO. But yeah, this is kind of a spoiler, but a special project I've been trying to work on as well, in addition to this, is recording some footage from that game. But even though I could play the game just fine, whenever I turn on Fraps to start recording, my computer just has a heart attack, and it just can't handle it. So even though this computer is relatively new, I built this about 2 or 3 years ago. As you all know, in technology land, 2 or 3 years is a very long time. So I'm pretty sure my system is damn near outdated. So I'll be looking into upgrading my specs in the relatively near future, but not the immediate future, because I want to do some uploads of that game on the days that I'm not uploading from my main LP. So let me know what you guys think about seeing some footage from that game. Like I said though, it won't be anytime soon unless I can tweak my settings and get it to work properly, because for those of you who don't know, I do plan on moving in the near future, and I also plan on getting a capture card in the near future as well, so I do have a lot on my plate, but in time. Here we got 3 of these guys to deal with. Remember, you want to use the Earth Key and the Boomerang to weaken them, and use a Fire Spell with Bow. Not a Fire Spell, a Thunder Spell with Bow, to kill them off. Otherwise, you just don't have enough oomph to do it. And if they're in critical, like this guy is here, he's probably going to use Burnout, which will deal around 20 damage, or he's going to cure himself. Okay, I'll take it. Decent experience, I suppose. Ooh, 2,000 gold. Very nice. Oh, you know what? I don't think, Oh, Ryu is faster. Okay. But that's not going to help me if I get turned into a zombie. Hey, Bo leveled up. Alright. It's too bad he doesn't learn any new spells. But Nina does. She learns the Warp Spell. Very nice. So, even though we have to walk around everywhere on foot, and we can't use the Stone Golem like we can in Wild Arms, now that we have the Warp Spell, we could just go from town to town in an instant. So that's really nice. Let's see. Oh, almost missed this treasure down here. Not quite, Nina. Not quite. Here we get an acorn. Nice. Can never have enough of those. And I believe that's it for all of the normal items in this cave, so the only thing left is to acquire the Fabled Ring. Is it a ring of power? Let's find out. No, there's no hidden passage behind this waterfall like in every other JRPG. Speaking of Rings of Power, no, we are not going to be playing that game ever. I'm just throwing that out there now. One of my friends that worked at an LP of that game, which is an old console RPG on the Genesis. Ooh, here we get a Sky Shield. Let's give that to Nina. I guess I was wrong about the items. And that game is just ridiculous. It is outrageous, and it's one of those games that the more you watch it, say in an LP, the more you realize that you are very grateful you're not the one playing that game. And I couldn't help but think that to myself throughout the whole LP. Now, he did a good job on the LP, but the game itself is just, man, fuck that game. And how long is this cave, really? I thought it was... Ah, there we go. And you know that's what we need because the treasure chest is blue. And you get epic triumphant music. Alright. Now the cool thing about the ring is that it is the game's first accessory. Now, the odd thing about it is only Ryu can equip it, but it will increase his attack power by 10, so that's pretty nice. That'll be really good for him with the boomerang. Alright, so now that we have the ring in our possession, let's head on back to Tantar and Tuntar. And fight some more Jelly Roll Dancers on the way, why not? Maybe we get some meat from these guys, that would be really nice. Definitely come in handy in the next episode. Of course not game, why would you drop it? Alright, let's put Nina's new warp spell to use. Go to Tantar. I wonder why you can only warp to one and not the other. Oh, if I didn't say so before, warping takes you right to the save point, which is actually pretty convenient. I like that. If you weren't ready for the ceremony, that is. Oh, you don't automatically take me there? Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, now that we're back, let's go ahead and rest up at the inn here. One more time. I wonder why they waited to have the wedding until after we acquired the ring. Again, they don't ever specifically say why the wedding was put off. The only thing I could think of is because the village chief in the other village was an imposter. And for one reason or another, the Dark Dragons didn't want these people to be married? I don't know, you got me on that one, viewers. Let's begin the ceremony. Alright. I love this mystical music. I hope when I get married, music like this plays. Terry and Amelia. Looks like we got some interspecies erotica going on here. Alright. Donkey show? No, not quite. Bonus points if you get the reference. What? That's it? You're done already? Huh. They must have went for the short version. Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Good. You're married. Kiss her. Ah, we can use the stone robot to cross the river. And finally reach the port city. Alright. Looks like things are coming together very nicely for us. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, really? Well, good for you guys. Yeah, me either. You know, it's good to sit down and record again. You know, it's been a while. I enjoy doing these episodes and playing these classics. Well, let's head on over there. Uh-oh, danger music. Don't tell me we left the keys in the ignition. Well, surely the robot isn't going to listen to the Dark Dragons. What the? I told you not to kill anybody! Simon says. Come on, Ted Woolsey. But has the stone robot had a change of heart? Are we going to be able to stop the general from destroying the village? You guys will just have to find out next time. But until then, as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.